Hey everybody, as you know, I really love telling people about the pastors and the awesome churches that we have here in Mount Juliet. I'm here today with Jacob Armstrong. Jacob's pastor of Providence United Methodist Church. Of course, I'm Eddie Poole with the Eddie Poole team at Benchmark Realty. Jacob, man, I really appreciate you hanging out with us.
Man, this is so cool, Eddie. Thanks for coming by, and I've been looking forward to talking with you. I appreciate all you do for us in the community.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure, man. I love Mount Juliet.
Yeah,
hey,
I was doing a golf tournament the other day, and he brought me some Gatorade. So you never know when Eddie's going to show up.
But you weren't playing.
I was not playing. You had to tell him that. Yeah.
You and three other pastors just hanging out. That was cool, man. You planted Providence 6 years ago, right?
Well, 14 years ago. This building, we've been here 6 years ago. Yeah, so 14 years ago, 2008. I remember meeting you around that time.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was our dream to create a place where people who felt disconnected from God and the church could connect with Jesus. So we've just been on that ride for a long time. We met at a school, West Wilson Middle School, Stoner Creek, that are no longer with us.
Right,
it's crazy.
right.
For 8 years, and then we've been here for about 6 years.
That's very cool, man. I appreciate all you do. So you're from Mount Juliet, right?
Yeah.
Two of us.
It's
both
rare.
of us. It's kind of unusual, man. But that's cool that you had the vision from God and just came back here to your hometown.
Oh man, it's like a dream come true. I grew up in the Gladeville area, actually probably like a mile away from here in Providence. Went to Mount Juliet High School. That was when there was only one school for us to go to.
That's right.
And so to come back here, my wife and I both are from Mount Juliet, to start a church and be a part of a church in the community that you love, that raised you, kind of made you who you are.
Right.
And now to be able to have some chances to be a part of some of the new things that are happening. We love all the new people that have come to Mount Juliet.
Right.
We celebrate that, the growth. So, man, I feel like I'm living the dream.
Man, this is a beautiful campus. I think we said it's 6 years old.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the church. You said you intentionally planted it for those who are far from God. You want to reach them. Anything else you want to tell us about?
Yeah, thanks for asking me. Yeah, we wanted to be a church, kind of like your ministry as a real estate agent, that connects with the community. So that's a big part of our heartbeat, which is serving the community, being in the places of need. In fact, we were a part of, like a lot of us were, in creating Everyone's Wilson, which wants to see everyone fed, everyone free from addiction, everyone safe, which is about women and children being safe, but also coming alongside our police and fire. And then Everyone Ready, which is this great initiative to come alongside the schools. So the heartbeat of Everyone's Wilson, which a lot of people are hearing about, that's who we are. And we see the gospel, the good news of Jesus being lived out in personal salvation, but also coming into those places where people are really hurting and meeting them in those places. Yeah.
Right. And speaking of really hurt, you were sick.
Oh man, yeah.
Too long ago, and I think you wrote a book kind of out of your experience with that. And in fact, I didn't know you've written several books, right?
Yeah. My new book I happen to have right here is called Breaking Open. And as Eddie was mentioning, almost a year ago this week. This is crazy. I got stung by a wasp out on a little family farm that I grew up on. I've been stung by a million wasps, but this one got me. And I fell out unconscious. I had a seizure, and wow, my 18-year-old daughter was there. She called 911. Her and the prayers of my wife, I feel like, saved my life that day. But it's been a long journey of recovery, so it wasn't just a one-time thing. It took me a few months before I could kind of get back to working, get my thoughts back, get this thing working the way that it needed to. So it was a long recovery for me. The church and the community came alongside me. And what I've learned is that over the last couple of years, a lot of people have had breaking moments. We sometimes call them breakdowns.
Right.
But this book's called Breaking Open, and the idea is there's a way to break in this world that's full of brokenness, where we break open to God, and it's really the path where we get to live again and get the real life in the suffering, in the hardships. So I'd love for anybody to check it out. This one's for you, Eddie.
I appreciate that. I can't wait to read it.
And to me, it's just the truth of who Jesus was. He didn't come and stay away from all of our brokenness, but came into it, even experienced it.
Right.
And that's the journey that we all get to walk.
So God doesn't waste a hurt.
Man, nothing is wasted,
Yeah.
And a year after this moment in my life, I feel so alive, so grateful. Like the gratitude that I feel now is like nothing I've ever experienced. And being able to walk with other people in lots of different situations, whether it be physical, emotional, spiritual brokenness, and say, this is not the end. And what's going on right in this moment is going to be used by God.
Yeah, that's awesome that God takes your brokenness and has used it to to help you write this book. And I've seen on Facebook people talking about the book, about
cool.
how much they've been encouraged by that. So
It's like I said, it was sort of a dream book. I was writing it even before that happened, which is kind of funny. It's like, oh, and now I get to be an expert on it, But really, it comes from 20 years of ministry. I was telling the church, this is kind of our book, our stories of how God has worked so specifically and intently to not let us go and to move us towards better stuff.
Right. Hey, Jacob, as just to thank you for hanging out with us, on behalf of myself and Lifeway, we've arranged for you to get a free CSB Bible.
Man, thanks.
And they'll give you a call and they'll make arrangements to send it to you. But just want to give you a heads up on that.
Fantastic. Thanks, Eddie.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you watching. We want you to get this book, and it's on Amazon. Go to Amazon and get it. Is it on Audible also?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So go to Amazon or go to Audible and get Jacob's book. You might want to check out some of his other books too. We appreciate you watching. I'm Eddie Poole with the Eddie Poole team at Benchmark, and we love to lead people home, so give us a call.